Mm. Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. Hey, it's reaction time, and going to be checking out. I've listened to this song once before the single slam, and we're going to go back to it now for a reaction video. It's the Inferno Doors' new single, Renfield, inspired by, of course, you know the name Renfield, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Dracula in general. Whatever, actually, I haven't spoken to the mastermind behind the Inferno Door, Laura. There is an interview on this very YouTube channel. Go check it out. We go into a lot more detail about her, the Inferno Door, the work up to this point, and the work after it, including Renfield itself. So you can definitely go check that out. It was like, cool, let's go check, you know, Renfield in Dracula lore overall. Vampires are a big part of her current inspiration and creativity. And it resulted in this track, one of the heavier tracks to come from the Inferno Door, which immediately makes it more attractive as a reaction, at least when I've chosen it. So Brendan isn't presumably aware of what this song actually is. No?
Nope, I don't think I definitely haven't heard this song before. I don't think I even know the Inferno Door other than stuff that I don't know if you've ever said anything about them before. I'm not sure, but you may have done, may have seen some stuff on the site.
Maybe aside from recently, there was an EP review back in 2020, December 2020. But even I had forgotten that existed. You know, that's 2 years ago. You know, simply that. It was like, oh yeah, cool, I did do that. So it was kind of like coming back to the Inferno Door, and particularly 2 years later, musically as an artist, you know, she constantly develops and adapts her sound and stuff. So it's always intriguing to see what comes out of it. This is Renfield. So all right, let's have a go. Let's just get it started then and see. Well, yeah, I haven't seen the video, so that's kind of cool. 3, 2, 1, go. Ember Belladonna. Ah, yeah, this is the flute. I think it's the flute. It's a cheesy video. And I get it, though. I think that kind of fits because I don't think there are many versions of Dracula that aren't cheesy, whatever really angle you go from. Any film or media that's ever tried to take Dracula too seriously has inevitably fall flat on its fucking face. So don't do that. It's Dracula. It's a love story, ultimately. Have a little fun with it, and it's always be more interesting. So I think that certainly ties into the video. I think it's a very cool track. I think there are moments where maybe it kind of not necessarily loses its way, but maybe things don't work as well as perhaps maybe as they had hoped to, or whatever, and elements like that. I will say, for example, at the very start, I was like, the flute, I'm not too sure if it works, like in the overall track. It does eventually nicely, seamlessly kind of fit in amongst the rhythm and elements like that. And I don't mind the flute solo, but ultimately as an instrument, it's not one I often like to see featured heavily in songs. That's simply a personal choice. I prefer to hear wood instruments, if I'm honest. I'm a violin guy, or, I want to hear some keys or stuff like that. A flute, it to me belongs in more folk music and elements like that. But that's not to say it didn't work, or at least the person, whatever, I've forgotten her name. Where was it? Let me bring it back up because I want to get her name correct.
Belladonna.
That's right. Yep. Very, very talented, because I can't do that. Even a quarter of that, which is incredible. But what's cool, that's a heavier track than I expect from the Inferno, which is really, really cool. The guttural growls, great voice, but the double layering at the end with the clean and the guttural, that's fucking awesome. That sounds great. I love that. Really, really do. I thought the guitar solo was also really, really, really good. It's got a nice amount of energy to it. It's kind of foot tapping. It's got a good chorus. It's got good lyrics as well, clearly, obviously based around Renfield and specific to that. I just think that's a cool track. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Didn't mind the video. Thought like the video and the song combined kind of conveyed like the right atmosphere, I guess. It felt atmospheric to a degree. I like the flute. I thought I wouldn't say the most enjoyable part of it, but it wasn't, because I enjoyed lots of it. But yeah, I enjoyed it all the way through. Thought the kind of contrast between her vocals and the flute was quite interesting, quite different. Whereas the rest of the music, a lot of the time behind it, while it was all pretty good, decent drums, decent guitars, and all that, was all pretty standard. And it was really her vocals and the flute that were, the bit that was catching my ear or my eye. Guitar solo was cool. The sort of flute solo after that I thought was pretty cool too. And for me, like you said, really, but the best part of the song was when it went to clean singing, but had like the double kind of layered vocals behind it with the harsh vocals backing it. I thought that sounded absolutely phenomenal. I have less affinity for Dracula generally, or even for, although I've seen Bram Stoker's Dracula many, many times, and I know who Renfield is. It has very little impact on me. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not that bothered. I don't care. Seeing it, it's fine. It's a decent film. That's about it. It wouldn't be enough for me to like, oh my god, it's a song about Renfield. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh okay, well, that weird dude from Dracula. All right.
Yeah, have you ever seen Dracula? Have you seen Dracula Dead and Loving It? The Leslie Nielsen one. So Peter McNeil plays Renfield in that.
Yes, I mean, look, that's a good metal song. I was going to ask you, like, if you know, but like, who plays the other instruments? Guitars, drums. Is it a full band?
I don't think it's I think it's not like a full band in that sense. I think it's the Inferno Dollars, like songwriter, kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
I'm just trying to work it out, because like obviously there's a lot of other instruments in there, cool guitar solo and that, but I couldn't work out like whether it was her who plays the guitar, maybe, and it was recorded, or if it was like somebody touring.
I think she's a multi-instrumentalist, but I'm not entirely sure about who's doing what in the actual song.
But she's got strong vocals. Like both sets, to be honest with you, like clean and harsh. Very easy to listen to. So yeah, like, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good song.
I'm going to plug it again before we wrap this up. She's also really, really interesting to talk to. So go check out that interview. It's about 40 minutes long. So it's a pretty deeply in-depth one, considering we were basing it around the initial conversation, having never talked before a single. We managed to talk for about 40 minutes. So it should give you some clue that she's quite an engaging person. That is the Inferno Doors Renfield. We both liked it. Both thought it was a cool ass track. What do you think? You know what to do. Let us know in the comments.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?